What's up, guys? Welcome back to 1-0, and we're back on a Wednesday, which means it's a football podcast. I'm Costa. Next to me is Matty Boy, drinks cup. As you probably could tell by the title, obviously news about Newcastle United being bought by the new owners. We've got to dive into it a little bit. What does it mean for the future of the league? Who should they sign? You probably saw the front got Mbappe there, all those rumours. Should they prioritise a manager? Lots of stuff. We'll dive into it. If you're new here, go and subscribe. Hopefully hitting 150 subs. So you guys said we're going to get around 200 subscribers by the end of the month. Yeah, screw it, why not? End of the month. And stay tuned for Saturday. We'll be a new 360 podcast. So Matty Boy, what are your thoughts on it? This new owner, Mohammed bin Salman. There you go, bang bang. He's worth a crap ton of money. A lot of money.
We know that.
What are our thoughts? Do we like these owners? Obviously, you're a Chelsea fan, and you guys were kind of the winners to this with Abramovich, whatever his name is. What do we see? What do we think?
Well, I don't know. Obviously just said a Chelsea fan, but we haven't really seen anything like this since Abramovich, and that was at the 2000s era. So to see something like this for the first one in like 20 years, and you obviously seen the success Chelsea had like pretty quick, like 5-6 years winning titles, and up there with the Champions League. So I think it's good. It creates more competition because now clubs like Arsenal and Spurs have got to actually start investing, and they can't get away with what they're doing any longer.
Well, that's the thing, because obviously we see Man City do it, and I feel like Chelsea had a different approach to it. Is like I said, you've got the first one. Whereas Man City came out with a plan, like we're going to spend all this money and we're going to pay you pretty much. Whereas Chelsea still kind of had that youth growth and stuff and all that. But that's what I was going to ask. Should teams like Man United, who are on the brink of top 5 even, teams like Arsenal, teams like Tottenham, even chucking Chelsea, should all the top 6 pretty much feel threatened by this?
I think everyone but City has to feel threatened because, like, even though United do have a lot of money, they're not at the top of the table like City are right now. That's where, like, United's issue is. And I think Chelsea will always be in and around that top 4 at the moment, regardless in Newcastle. But we all know that Abramovich is going to give Chelsea money if they need to anyway. So I think they're the two, like, safe clubs. So,
do you think this will be the last? Obviously, we know the big issue in football now, it's kind of taking away from that, is the money. But that's just what's going to happen now. We can't change that. Do you think this is the last? Because this guy has got so much more money than the Man City one.
It's like 8-9 times more than the City owner.
Yeah, so like this, if they do go on and invest all this money into the club, like, it's a whole different playing field.
The thing is, where they've got to be careful is that, like, at the end of the day, they're still a mid-table team. So a big players like, obviously, Coutinho's heavily linked, and other big-name players and managers, they're not going to want to come to a club that's not in European football straight away.
Just no Champions League thing, which, even the teams like Manchester United, top players knocked them back at the top because we were in Champions League. I'll give it to you then. You've got 3 signings to make. Who would you personally sign? And we'll make it as unrealistic as you want. Because I personally don't think Mbappe, as of yet, Mbappe is probably a no. I think everyone's a bit excited with these huge signings. I think maybe 3-4 years we could see that happening. But take it back. Go on. I'll shut up.
Well, I was just thinking, this kind of reminds me of the Masterbuck series, like giving a low team $1 billion. You got to start off investing in, like, the young good players, start getting up there, and then as soon as you're in the big leagues, just start going crazy.
Yeah, that's what.
So I think if we do these transfers, presumably that a couple years in now, and they're actually competing for Champions League and Europa League, then I reckon they've got to sign players like Coutinho, who are like Premier League proven and can do well, and still got like good 2-3 years of like quality left in them. Even some like Alex Telles, who plays from like Portuguese league, Turkish league.
Kind of not like in between that good to world class range.
Yeah, like what United did with Fernandes. Too good for the league, nice, but no one else was willing to give him a chance in Europe.
So I just keep on having Gini Wijnaldum come to my head. Like player, obviously he was at Newcastle and he wouldn't leave, but someone of his like status who's not world class, like he could push the team to the top 4 and top.
Yeah. Like I don't know who the current version would be, but like a player like Matic, like in 2014, just that solid brick, holding the midfield. Obviously, rumours with Rabiot is not too happy at Juventus with game time, so there's a chance always there for him.
I'll tell you what, someone who does come to mind, which is, as we said, something that could happen in 2 years, maybe not the first year, Antoine Griezmann.
I don't know, but he's a bit older.
I think for his career, and his kind of reputation, because he kind of went to Barca, he's kind of flown under the radar a bit. I'm not like, because I think that was his time to shine. Like everyone's like, here he is, Griezmann, it's his moment. This would be big, like for him to come to Newcastle. I do think it'd take him some time, like a Pogba kind of thing. Or he's not going to have that instant impact. But targeting someone like Griezmann, a striker who can score you goals, fine. But would you prioritise your own child, a manager, or a big player of like a Griezmann type?
Manager, because Griezmann's not going to be there forever.
And who? Because there's one name I think that everyone has in mind.
I know the one that you go first. I just need to make sure this coach isn't actually coaching anyone.
I think it has to be Pochettino.
Yeah, I knew it's the typical answer.
It has to be Pochettino. But I feel like I'm going to like where you're going with it.
Well, I had a good idea, and then I forgot he's the current manager of Inter Milan, so that was a bit awkward.
But why? This is the thing. It's a whole different playing field. Why? What if they just splash all the cash on the manager and go and sign an Antonio Conte?
Yeah, mate. Conte is a. Who was the Italian club that had issues last year? Napoli.
Napoli, yeah.
Who's their manager? Isn't it Ancelotti? Oh no, they got rid of him. Anyway, I don't think Ancelotti's coaching anyone at the moment.
Ancelotti.
Premier League proven. One couple Premier Leagues with Chelsea. Yeah. Oh, is it Everton now?
Oh, that's it. Shit.
But I was like to say then, Pochettino.
You sound dumb, fuck.
Totally forgot about that.
Pochettino just fits the role. It's in the script. He's built Southampton up. He did what he did with Tottenham. Obviously, no like trophies and all that. I think Newcastle has it's written in the stars for Pochettino at Newcastle. He's got to have the backing of which he didn't have when he was at Tottenham near the end. He's someone who fits, you know.
Here's another one. Could be a bit interesting, but he's been at the runners-up of the Champions League a couple of years. I think he's won the Serie A about 5 times, and he's got no job. Allegri.
Not a good shout. I know Manchester United were interested in him before that stuff. I think you said a couple of podcasts ago that he was learning English or something.
But does this give the opportunity for someone, one of the like Gerrard, come into a role from I think Rangers? Is it? He's coaching.
Yeah, I don't think so. Just because of, would you take a Gerrard over Pochettino?
It depends owner wants in the future.
Yeah, I think what is this thing? Like, obviously, it's not completely down, but it's not. It's pretty much. I think everyone's over their heads because of how rich is creating. That they're just going to go down the city approach, get the best of the best, saturate the squad, and that's that. I think Pochettino is the perfect player. And let's say they go the opposite route. They've signed Pochettino, that's done. Easy money out the way. And they've gone and told everyone you've got one massive player to sign.
One.
I reckon you take out Mbappe. Because obviously,
no, you can't get something realistic.
Yeah, he'd be the top choice, obviously.
Yeah.
Who do you go?
Who would you go with?
What reversing it on me? Oh, that's I'll ask you the question so that I can think.
I'll go first. Actually, this sounds a bit of a weird signing, but I think this player can get his career back up and running at a new club. James Rodriguez.
Not bad. And he's kind of like in that bracket where we said, well, he has to be like 28, 29 now.
Yeah, he's 28 now, but he's got that experience and all that sort of thing. He's got 2-3 years left in him.
And with proper game time, he's a class player.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good shout too. Honestly, I reckon a striker could be. I know Cavani was linked. So maybe they'd be able to start down that route. Someone like Cavani who scored goals here and there. And let's not forget, the last transfer window, Cavani said he wanted to leave. He had enough of PSG.
Yeah, I think after they signed, where go on?
No, you go.
Yeah. I think after they signed the marquee player, they got to look for players like Alex Tellez. Just some solid players that aren't getting opportunities elsewhere.
Yeah, and like a Bruno Fernandes, dive into those leagues where we don't really see that many from Portugal come over. Could be alright.
Even someone to get them going. Good old young Riley McGree, and I think he's at Newcastle.
Yeah.
He's
getting James Meredith.
Yeah, get the boys down there up in England.
And before we wrap it up, in how many years, we'll both answer it, how many years do they win the Premier League? Is it in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years?
2027.
In 7 years' time, we think they'll win their first Premier League.
I think look how long it took Chelsea to get up and going from the Abramovich era. Then you're going to think Liverpool are still solid, City are still solid, and then Newcastle have got to get into these big positions first.
Well, then you've got to think if other teams are sitting there going, Newcastle's done it. Now we're going to have to invest. Like teams like Manchester United, hands down, will go, we can't let Newcastle overtake us. Arsenal will go, all right, let's go do it. In a way, it kind of does make it.
I don't know if Arsenal will invest there.
Yeah, well, Arsenal's a different whole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I think they'll win like an FA Cup or something like 3 or 4 years. But I think similar to you, maybe 5 years down the line, 4 years. Because I think as a result of this, other teams will get better too. So.
Yeah, and teams are going to have to react to the financial situation.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we'll wrap it up. It was a good little chat, matey boy. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Hopefully we can start recording normally at home again. We've got some banging interviews lining up before the two. We've been 1-0. Tell your mum, tell your dog, tell your auntie, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell your neighbour. I know Khalid loves those big ups. Catch you on Saturday for a 1 360 podcast. Deuces.